Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday, Monday, I was going to say Sunday, the 11th of March, and it is Mothering Sunday. So happy Mother's Day to all you mums out there. It's so great to be with you tonight. I'm just going to go through some.
Come through my headphones.
Check it out and put it in again.
I have muted everyone, so if let me have a look again. Right, okay. So I'm just going to go through introduce some lovely new consultants and just go through our calendar dates. So we have, in particular, May the 19th for all the leaders luncheon for all the area managers and above. They're all welcome. And that's to discuss the next 6 months, share ideas, growth, what changes want to be made and stuff like that. So that is on our little calendar that we all have. We have region training is on Tuesday in April due to the bank holiday, so it's Tuesday the 3rd of April. 7 p.m. arrival for a 7:30 start in Stamford. It's free to attend. Also, I just want to touch that I recently went to the London DA put on by corporate. Over 600 people had turned up. It was incredible. The energy in the room was phenomenal, so much so that they're actually putting on another one April the 4th. So put that in. It's going to be in the same place, 155 Bishopsgate, Liverpool Street, London. So get that in your diary and take as many guests as you can. They get a lovely little goodie bag. And to have the people that we had there, I'm not sure if it's going to stay the same or how the dynamics are going to change. But we had Carol, we had the Isles there. We had all the top MVPs. It was absolutely incredible. And the energy there was phenomenal, just sharing their tips and stuff like that. And the DA was amazing. What else? Just see what else we've got. We've got a Discover Arbonne with the incredible Fiona McCarthy and Claire Slaney at the William Cecil. That is in Stamford, and the date is Monday the 12th of March at 7:30. Another Discover Arbonne on Thursday the 15th of March, 7:30. It's hosted by ERVP Laura Leggett, Danny Wells, Lucy West, Carlin Compter, Laura Southorn and Carly Clark in the I never know how to say this. I never know how to say that. Knoll Hotel in Melton Mowbray. Anyway, the consultants are £5 and guests are free. So take your guests. We've got to save the date, the 14th of March, 8 p.m. UK time. Facebook Live Discover Arbonne with the beautiful Kelly Atkinson and an absolute gorgeous friend of mine, Natalie Crawford. The friends you make here, guys, are phenomenal. And we've got a success story on the Hello Future page, and that is Jennifer Cowie interviewing me on the 13th of March at, did it have a time? 8 p.m. Okay. Then we have another Discover Arbonne on the 21st of March in Peterborough with the lovely Jennifer Cowie, Sylvia Skabowska and Fiona McCarthy. So get yourself there, guys. And then we're going to go on to introducing the amazing new consultants. But one thing before that is, if any of you here been to an Arbonne car presentation? If so, pop in the chat. Share your how it makes you feel. What do you get from it? How incredible it is, because there's an incredible one coming on April the 8th in Nottingham, Hayley Clugson's car presentation. So when I went to my first car presentation, I was a bit like, everyone gets these cars, but do they? Like, what's the deal? How does it work? And do you know what? Going to these car presentations is absolutely phenomenal. If you can get your guests, your friends, whoever to these car presentations, it gives you ideas first and foremost of how you want your car presentation to be. Secondly, it shows you that it's possible. And thirdly, you have so much fun, and it's about breathing belief into your family. So I always take my husband and my kids. They have a great time. It's really family orientated, and it shows them that it's possible because it's an online thing and we go off and do what we've got to do. You know, unless you're sharing this with your family, they don't really see what's going on and what's possible. So definitely get yourselves to a car presentation. The next one is in Nottingham, April the 8th, and it's for Hayley Clugson. So we have some lovely new independent consultants. Huge congratulations to you guys. This is like a start of a complete new beginning. It completely changed my life in so many here. I can't wait for you guys to really feel the changes in your lives. So we have IC Catherine Scully, sponsored by the RVP Amazing Carol Sutton Holton. We have new IC Michelle Sakaro. Please let me know if I've not pronounced that properly. That's by Cherylee Tucker or Cherylee Tucker. New IC Natasha Cole, sponsored by DM Sophie Rees. New IC Samantha Tomlinson, sponsored by Donna Rammel. Absolutely amazing. And we have the lovely Tony Russell, sponsored by myself. She accompanied me to the incredible DA in London. And I'm so excited for all your guys' journeys. I'm just checking I've not missed anyone else. If I have, please pop it into the chat and I'll have a quick look to see if there's anything on there. And then I will get started with my training. Let me just check the chat. Okay, if I have Jade, okay, welcome Jade Cook too. Incredible, welcome to you all. And thank you so much for jumping on this Zoom call and allowing me to share with you some top little nuggets that I've taken from Arizona, that I've just come back from Arizona. So if any of you guys don't know what Arizona is, it's called Areas in Paradise, and it's the newly promoted area managers, or unless you've earned an incentive another way by bonusing and stuff like that. But your upline will tell you all about that for next year. So what I want to talk to you about is basically I went to Areas in Paradise and come back with so much to put into practice and so much to give others, because with this business, you don't realize how much we can give to others. And I think we let, me personally anyway, whatever's going on in my life, take me away from the main reason that I'm doing this business. And the main reason I'm doing this business is I know this is the vehicle for me to change so many people's lives that want to have that change in their lives. So I absolutely love, and I know I've just been on a call at 8 o'clock for Fiona, but I am going to repeat some little key nuggets that I took from that. And one of the main talks that I absolutely loved was from Rita Davenport. And if any of you guys don't know who she is, get her book, Funny Side Up. Absolutely amazing. She started a business in Arbonne, went to the top of the company in 6 months, I believe, and then ended up being the president for Arbonne for 20 years, which is absolutely amazing. So what I took from her keynote talk was that understand your greatness. Every one of you on this call will have dips and times in your moment, or maybe you're feeling right now you don't know or own your own greatness. You are all here for a reason. We all have a purpose, so we need to find out what that is. And what I love with that she shared is that go back, we're a miracle being here alone. And she shared with us that if your dad was an average sperm count, bear with me, there's a meaning to this story, then we would have had to have won the race by 200,000 sperms to get to that egg, right? And if he was an overachiever, 500,000 sperms, right? We were in that race to get to that egg. But remember, we're not always firstly, you got to the egg. Secondly, you would have to be chosen by the egg. So the egg will turn. I didn't know about this. I knew about the sperm, didn't know about the egg. But the egg turns and decides which sperm it's going to allow in. That is incredible, right? So you guys, not only did you win the race, you were selected to be here. So know your greatness. Know that you're here for a reason, and you're going to be changing lives and your own. It's absolutely incredible. And I think that what she touched on as well was like, if we all were in a room, so say now we're here on this Zoom together, thank you so much for joining me, and you all had a problem. We all have a problem, whether we, how we feel about that or whatever, we all have a problem. Right, think about it. Think about the problem you've got right now and write it down. You can pop it in the chat if you want, or you can just keep it to yourself. And she said, if we was to all write our problem down, and then we was in Arizona at the time, and so if you all posted your problem on the chat, every single one of you, oh thanks Jenny, and we had to put it all on the chat, and then choose somebody else's problem. I guarantee you would want your problem back. And that really touched me. And I was like, yeah, like, if, what we might find as a problem, somebody else might have something else. And we're like, whoa, I'm really grateful for my problem right now. So she says, write your problem down, pop it in a box, and know to yourself that whatever it is, that we can overcome it. We are here to be solution providers, problem solvers, no matter what, rather than sitting there thinking, I've got this, well, I don't know, I can't do it, giving up, whatever it is. If you want to give up for that evening. When 8 a.m. next morning comes, get up and you do what you got to do. So, and I love that. I absolutely love that. And it doesn't matter what happens to you or your business. This is more little nuggets that she said. It's how you let it affect you. And for me, I'm all about being honest and authentic. I can't lie to save my life. Good job, because I don't like lies anyway. But what I'm trying to say is, if you can't be honest with yourself, then how are you going to be honest with anyone else? You're not going to be showing up. You're not going to be attracting the right people in your life. So when I trained last week, we did a quick training from Arizona, and we all put our little 5 minutes in. And what you saw was the real authentic me. And I think it's so important to share your weaknesses, your strengths, your vulnerability. That's where you connect. That's where you make the connections. That's where we make friendships, because people can relate to you. If you're like, wow, I'm the best, like, yeah, you might rightly well be. But it's so good to be honest and vulnerable, and show people that actually they can relate to you, because they might have this similar problem. And she said as well, if we were all executive national vice presidents in qualification, how would you walk? How would you talk? How would you show up? What would you be telling the people that you're sharing this business with? What would you be telling them? And I was like, yeah, like, we saw people that had nothing, that went from debt and despair, and just, they didn't know what to do, to incredible greatness, and how they can, share this with other people. And, Stacey Lindsay said that she could, because of Arbonne, she was able to, for her daughter to pay for her daughter's uni fee at $70,000 a year to go to NYU. Like, because of Arbonne, that was possible. And I think, if you put your affirmation down and you feel, when you start saying to yourself, I'm an executive national vice president in qualification, you know what that feels like. Straight away, as I said it, you saw my posture changed. I was up. You do, when you say these things and you start believing them. So when you say an affirmation, you say it 5 times a day, but 5 times over, so 25 times. That's the same with your goal card. But you see, automatically, when I said that, without realizing it until that point, I was like, yeah, I'm an executive national vice president in qualification. You all here are executive national vice presidents in qualification. That, if that's where you want to be with your business, you are all that. If you're not, and you're happy, whatever it is you want to get from this business is totally fine, because guess what? It's your journey. It's your business. It's you. And, if you're not getting your results that you want, then you do have to change your energy by going to events, by doing what you can. Sorry about all the click clock. That's my dog walking around the front room, crazy boy. So she says, get your ask into gear. So change your ask. How many people you're asking? How are you asking? What are you finding out about them? How can we help them? We are here to show people how we can help them with this business, how we can change their lives if they want the change in their lives. Sorry guys, I'm not too sure what happened. It just went off. That's never happened before. I think my energy completely disabled my internet. I got too excited. So I'm back. A little bit about Jessica Champagne as well. So we had lots of trainings from EMVPs while we were there, and I absolutely loved. There's so many, but I couldn't possibly cover it tonight. So I'm just going to touch on a couple of the ones that really stuck with me. So Jessica Champagne said, she lost her vision. She totally lost her vision. And she had to have three shifts. Oh. Is it still breaking up?
Stacey, it's Carol. Stacey, sorry to interrupt. Stacey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Stacey?
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. We can't hear you very well at all. You keep disappearing completely. Is there any possibility of getting nearer to your router or anything, or is it just that you've got bad weather?
Yeah, the weather's not great. The weather's not great at all. It's been like torrential downpours.
Is there any way of getting anywhere nearer to your router or anything, or do you think it's just the weather? You're going in and...
I don't normally have an issue with the router, but I'll come over here and see.
It's the weather, because we're in the middle of a storm. We've had thunder and lightning. We're in the middle of a storm.
The storm has been a nightmare.
Okay, crack on. You're back anyway at the moment, Stacey. If we lose you again, then one of us can try and jump in for a few minutes till you get you back again. Sorry. Go on, off you go. Go.
It's not recording, so I'm hoping it will record whatever I've said, and if anyone's missed out or...
Awesome. Go, off you go. Brilliant. We're loving it.
Okay. Sorry, guys, about the interruption. Thank you so much, Caroline. You're always so helpful, and thank you, Dee. So Jessica Champagne said she'd lost her vision completely, and she needed to find out what was going on. So her free shifts she had to make, and I love this. So if any of you are struggling at the moment, then what you have to do is take yourself off into a quiet time. Go, whatever it is you need to do, go and take yourself off. If it's going to the park, if it's in a coffee shop, wherever you feel at your best. So I feel at my best in nature. So I will go off into the garden, or, you know, we've got some fabulous parks here, especially I love the bigger the trees, the better. So I love that energy. And she said, ask yourself these 3 questions. And she said, this is what she had to do. So, who am I? Who am I? Who are you? Ask yourself these questions. Write them down so you can take note, and then you can do this later on if need be. So who am I? And then she says, why am I here? How does Arbonne fit into that? So I'm going to tell you a little bit. I'm going to go over briefly, just so you get a rough guide of what this is. So I'm Stacy Blackley, and I'm strong, I'm courageous, I'm optimistic, I'm full of life, and that's who I am. And I'm here to make a change, to make a stand for all the people that are not quite brave enough yet. I'm here to do that for others. And how does Arbonne fit into that? Because it's given me confidence. It's given me the ability to feel incredible. It's given me the ability to make the most incredible friendships that I would never have made before. And I know my future is going to be, and is already, phenomenal because of this business. I'm going to make so many changes. I'm going to help the homeless. I'm going to help with animal sanctuaries. There's so much I'm going to do. And if I can offer this incredible gift to other people because of how it's affected me in just 2 years, and if any of you were on the call last week and how the change in my family and in my children, then do you know what? I need to give this to every single, because they need it. People need this in their lives, whether they need money or not. Whatever Arbonne fits into this because of the positivity. The people that you spend the most time with, the 5 average of people you spend the most time with, is what you become on average. Who are you spending your time with? And I absolutely love that. I know I get to spend my time with the most incredible people, because everyone is like-minded. You know, I know for me, and I know a lot of Arbonne consultants as well, felt like misfits in where they were, like black sheeps, whatever you want to call it. And actually, I feel accepted and whole and loved in such a beautiful community. And if we can help and empower other people to have what we have, how amazing is that? Like, just why be selfish and keep it to ourselves? Let's share this. Look what we can give. And if you don't know, if you're new to this and you really don't know what Arbonne is about, then find out about other people's stories and share theirs until you have your own. Because I didn't quite get it when Danny first introduced me to the business. We met online, and I was like, I really felt amazing. Oh, my son's coming and turned the telly on. I really felt amazing about the business, that she had that she shared with me, but I didn't really get the community thing. And then when I started to come into the meetings and I started jumping on the Zooms and I started meeting the people that were on the Zooms and you start making those friendships, it's absolutely incredible what we have here. It's amazing. So there was the little bits that you can go off and do. If you've done it already, fantastic. Let me know what you got from that. And also, a leader is not just about, leading people and showing them the way forward. It's about friendships. And for me, Danny, you mentioned this to me as well. You need to have that connection, like that connection with that person, that not just because we're sharing Arbonne, because we have a genuine interest in that person's life, and we genuinely want. I know I've got. Do you know what? That just flashed up, and I haven't seen the chats. And honestly, Caroline, you're phenomenal. Like everyone that I've made friends with within Arbonne, you've all got a little place in my heart. It really is amazing. I've got so many incredible friends because of this business. It's just, thank you. So, and when you make connections, keep them. This is what Jessica Champagne said. She used to, whether they did Arbonne or not, or whether they said no or not, because they just don't, I love what Fiona says, KNOW, they just don't know. Because imagine if people knew what we know, if we could give them our eyes and what they see this business for, they would jump in for sure, because we have a gold mine. We have not just about money, but so much more that we give to people. It's incredible. So she basically would, make play dates, and in the end, she organised this incredible, huge play date. There was so many people, and she, find your strength. She said, "What are you?" She said, "What are you? What's your strength? Give me in the chat. Put down, everyone on here, put down what you think one of your strengths are. Just one little strength. They're not little, they're strong. One strength." And a book that she really recommended is Because We All Give Ourselves Limits, is No Limits by John Maxwell. So that's already ordered, and I'm getting that. I'm just going to have a look. Definitely, Danny, making people see their greatness, for sure. You're amazing at that. Just have a little look. Bless you, Kelly. Carrying a lot. Yeah. Patience, positivities. Yeah. Lovely. That is beautiful, and I'm so glad that you guys know that you have a great strength. And if you think you haven't got one, I'm telling you right now, you have a strength, because most of you here are mums, daughters, sisters, friends. You've been there for people. You don't realize when you're surrounded and looking at the negativity, you can't see through the fog until you start concentrating. What you focus on grows. And when you start concentrating on the things that you're like, oh, actually, that's why I love an achievement jar. If none of you've got an achievement jar, go tomorrow, or get a jar wherever you've got, whatever it is, get some post-it notes and write down every single achievement. You learnt to walk, you learnt to crawl, you learnt to talk. That's the basics. There's so much more that all you guys have achieved on here. So that was that. And she said, what are you best at within the business and in general? Like, what are you best at? What's your best skill? We've all got something that we are best at. So that's our strength, but what are we best at? Because what we're best at gives us our energy. It empowers us. So what do you guys think? So think of it as, some of the new ones on here are not going to know the Eric Worre yet, but what are your best skills? So are they talking to people, making friends, following? Like, what is your best skill? And she said, because basically if you work on that, that's what fills you up. That's what gives you your energy. And I absolutely love that, because it's true. If we start, people always go on, work on your weaknesses. Why would you work on your weaknesses when it makes you feel bad? Yes, we've all got to work on the stuff that we're not great at. But if we all work on what we're incredible at, it just keeps grows, and it feeds that fire. It keeps you going, rather than going, I'm not great at sponsoring people into the business, or I'm not good. Don't worry about that. These are all skills that we learn. But work on what you're great at, because you've all got greatnesses. And what else did she say? What is your, I don't know what that one says. Can't even read my own writing. So she says, which we covered a little bit on last week's in, We are recruiters that recruit recruiters. We are people that share the dream and breathe belief into them and teach them to do the same to others. So, we need to be able to, the people that are bringing into this business, show them what Arbonne's about, show them their greatness, help them with their confidence, because everyone that's drawn to this business is phenomenal. And then we need to help them share what we do, because we have got it's a knock-on, think of the dominoes, it's a knock-on effect. How we can help so many people and leverage our time is amazing. And, be proud. Are you proud of being a recruiter that recruits recruiters? Are you proud of the business that you're in? Are you, what are you, look, if you're happy and proud about this business, then you're going to go far. But if you're a bit like, they call it Arbonne Closet Consultant, that's because we don't truly believe in ourselves. And the only way we can do that is by working on ourselves and reading as many books and getting to as many trainings as you can and getting clarity, focus. We need lots of people to be able to help them. And it's about having a life list and constantly building connections every single day, whether you're shopping, whether you're taking your kids to school, making genuine connections, friendships. That is what I think my strength and my greatness is. I'm great at making friends. Now, because I've got more, I've got a bit more confidence in myself. But before Arbonne, I had 3 amazing friends, but I wouldn't make new friends. I would just literally school, come back. Like, I used to keep myself to myself. I'd lost all of that. So Arbonne's completely given me back who I am. And, people always think, oh, but, you're so confident. It says that my connection's unstable again. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, you can. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Kelly. So I've lost my train of thought then. Oh yeah, how much do you love your profession? It's a direct correlation of how many people that we bring into the business, how many people that we sponsor. Absolutely amazing. And we've got to be obsessed. We've got to, fall in love and fall in love with the people that we're trying to help, with the business, with the products. It's so incredible what we've got in our hands, guys. Like, if we could package it in a box and put a beautiful bow on it and give this to, how many people would you give it to? And what are you willing to give up for this business? And I'm going to put it out there, I'm a goat. I'm an absolute goat. And this cracked me up when I heard this, because it means greatest of all time. We said that Donna Johnson is greatest of all time. And my aim is to be a goat. That's me. I'm putting it out there. And, know who you are. Know who you are. And there's just so many tips that I took from being in Arizona. Like, you guys have to be there. I was sitting there going, I can't pay for the flight. Like, I can't do this. I can't do that. Don't worry. If you focus on what you can't do, then you're going to bring about more things what you can't do. If you start thinking about, how can I make this work? Okay. My husband's working. He's going to have to look after the children. He's self-employed. He don't work. He don't get paid. Do you know what? I think I manifested the snow, because that means he couldn't go to work to look after the kids. So he had to stay with the children. It's crazy. These things, that if you're determined to do something, you will do it. I've got so much more to share with you, but I know that we're already at 9:30. I can't quite believe it. I'm going to share just a little bit more of what Susan McCannon said. And then I'm going to do some videos, which I'll post on YouTube so you guys can catch up with those. But I know, so basically Susan McCannon was absolutely amazing. She spoke about refresh, renew, restart, and tips to recruit new people, to stay in momentum and to grow your team, because that's what we're here to do, is share and, and stay after, who do you want to become? We all want to become the best versions of ourselves. And it's all about friends, fun and financial freedom. Who doesn't want that in their lives? And be passionate. If you don't like sales, that's okay, but do you like helping people? Because I know I do. I know my aim is to eliminate as many toxic chemicals out of people's lives as possible, because disease is incredible at the moment. Everybody on this call knows somebody with fibro, ME, ulcerative colitis, cancer, whatever it is. Everyone on this call will know somebody that has an autoimmune or some sort of disease going on in their body. And imagine if we could help them just by eliminating some of the products that they don't realize that cause them all this trouble. So, and it's about educating and inspiring others. and to make healthier choices, you know, for themselves and their families. It's so much more than what we get out of it. And so look at it. You've got to review your business plan. Look at what you want to achieve, where you want to go, and then you break it down into smaller goals. She had lots of photos and stuff like that. It's all about, you know, building a massive duplicating income producing consumer network. That's what it's about. But she's got lots of photos, which I did take pictures of, so I will share them later on as well. Write out your business plan. But what she said, which was great, was your prospect list. Our list, which Jessica touched on, was in that list, we want to know about those people. We don't just want to know their names. We want to know where they live, their city, their state, their whatever it is, their county. What do they do, or what did they do, and why? Why did they do that? And I absolutely love learning more and more about. I don't call them prospects; I call them friends. Learning more and more about these people, and have a little chart, and you know, just fill it in. That's what I love about it. We're here to bloom and to be the best versions flowers. Think like when I first started, I was just like a little tiny limp rose, and I've just come up and I've gone, oh, I've come into a little beautiful flower. And anyway, so she right, let me calm down. Susan McCannon said, all it's about is if there's you, and think of 4 people that you want to help, and then ask those 4 people, do they have 4 people they would like to help? If they do, let's all go to Discover Arbonne. How many people would you be taking to Discover Arbonne? That's crazy. How many lives can you be changing? Amazing. And basically, we want to help these people get to district as fast as they can, because that's when they start believing that they can do it. And then you want to promote 4 of them to area and promote 4 of them to region. That's what it's about, building that up and helping people, you know. Right. How many people, like, so she said, like, find what people that you want to help. And I put, you know, stay-at-home mums, because that's what I was and what I am, because of the circumstances and the illnesses of my kids. Like, I had to be here. And but don't just look for those, look for prestigious business people that working 60 to 80 hours a week. We can give them time leverage. We can give them time freedom. They might love their job, great. But you know what? Find what qualities you like in that person by following them on Insta, whatever social media that you're on. And, you know, tell them why you think they would be great and how this business could help them. You know, focus on others and find a common ground. So a lot of people I found common ground with. So my newest consultant, Tony, absolutely phenomenal. But we connected because I know what it feels like to be completely and emotionally drained, exhausted, to be in pain, to not know if I'm going to get up in the morning because I'm so tired. Like, you know, when you make that connection, that's when you start building friendships, and people can relate to you. You know, always, you know, keep the communication simple. If it's by text message, then do it by text message. If it's by Facebook Messenger, do it by Facebook Messenger. Don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple. You know, and capture people's interests. What are they interested in, and how can they, you know, and how can we keep their interest? Like, how can we show them how it works for them? You know, inspire them, and always, 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 always be authentic. Be you. A confused mind says no. If you tell them too much and you're overwhelmed, they're like, nah, not going to do it. So I am going to leave it there, because I think I've given you so much information. And like I said, a confused mind says no. I have got so much more I want to share with you, so I will do some videos. Does anybody have any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself. What I'll do is I'll stop the recording. So thank you very much. And then we can go back. 1 second.